Alright guys, how you guys doing? Right. Bit of a strange one to report on this one because came across a photo on Facebook and it was R2D2 and C3PO. Yes. Nothing unusual about that, right? But the post, what I said on the post was unusual. It says, how did I not notice this, and how many times I've seen this movie. Now, isn't that a bit peculiar? Why did I say that in 2017 when I was not even aware of the Mandela effect changes? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. I was in my own little world back in them days. It wasn't until 2018 in January is when I had my first big experience, which is really odd in itself. But why now? Is this image came up on your memories? You know when you go on Facebook and all that jazz, and it's just popped up right there at random, which is quite strange, I thought. But still, C3PO turning up out of the blue like that. I do remember posting it, but I didn't realise the significance of the post until yesterday when the post randomly popped up and my knowledge of Mandela effect now. You know what I mean? So I'm a bit stunned, as it were. You know, why that post back then days, and I didn't have an inkling of what's going on. I just carried on my business as I normally did, and then until January 2018 last year, that's when I had my first initial trigger to wake me up. Maybe somebody was trying to wake me up or point me in the right direction. You know what I mean? You know, because I don't believe in coincidences at all. Everything happens for a reason, no matter how small. So the way I see it, I think somebody was trying to catch my attention back then. 2 years ago. So, for whatever reason, I don't know. Maybe someone was telling me there's something wrong here. Like nudging me in the gut, so to speak. But I didn't hear the message back then. I mean, I look back at the all the Mandela effects involving C3PO now, and I look back at that post, I thought, WTF. I was affected then, that night, which was a Saturday night, I believe, which doesn't make any sense, really. But then again, what does make sense these days? Well, like I said, this is a kind of personal one, I would think, to start on my journey, so to speak. But nevertheless, maybe we had all these experiences and we don't even realise we're having them until somebody points it out. Or you've realised now, you look back at then, you did have a experience, so to speak. But I'm just wondering, why now? Why all these little nuggets of information keep popping up all over the place? You know what I mean? I find that's really peculiar. I mean, stuff like this is, when you think it's starting to settle down a bit, then all of a sudden a big one in your life just turns up. You know what I mean? Just like in 2017, it was like your memories in 2017. You posted, that's, and it was the C3PO and R2D2 and the new droid in the background. Yeah, there's a new droid behind C3PO and R2D2, which I don't recall seeing that droid before or did I not take much notice? But as far as I can make out, the droid, the white silver droid, does not say anything. He just stumbles around a bit and gets blown up. Well, stands the reason why he could have got a silver leg. But hey, that's just the way I see it, or that was on the screen at the time. You know, is a new droid in the back now. But still, I would think this would be like a personal experience for me now. Because I think every awakening, first experience, is a personal experience, I think. You know what I mean? But I'm just going by what I've experienced the last 2 days. I'm still trying to get over it. I'm still got like a wow factor, and I posted that in 2017 and not realizing the importance of the post until yesterday, which I was going WTF, big WTF, all capital letters. Well, like I said, I didn't realise the importance of it until yesterday. You know, when I looked at it, I was like, crapping hell. So I had an experience that night as well. Which is quite odd in itself. But makes me wonder how many other experiences I've had in the past and not realising, you know? That sort of stuff. Makes you want to investigate this further, doesn't it? Your own timeline, you know, of all the experiences that you've got to have. You know what I mean? You know, digging out old photographs, all that stuff, and see what's there. I mean, I'm puzzled by this one by myself. You know, it's still a puzzle. But I would say it happens for a reason, you know. And for me to find that post now, it's a hell of a thing to find if it's just a coincidence. You know what I mean? But still, I don't believe in all that. I believe everything happens for a reason. We're here now. We're here to stay. And don't ask me which bloody arm of the galaxy I'm from, because I don't have a clue about that. I'm not an expert on astrology, and I don't think anyone else is. You know, that sort of thing. Unless they are now, that's a different story, isn't it? But this one, to me, is quite personal, I would think. I mean, to find that photo of C-3PO and a quote I've quoted, it's really bizarre, isn't it? I mean, I had no clue about the Mandela effect back in 2017, you know, so I just continued on my merry way, as it were, completely oblivious to all the phenomena that's going around us until January 2018. So I'm here now, you know, just explaining all my experiences, what I've had so far, and this was quite a biggie to me, I would think. You know, noticing C-3PO and the silver leg with a new droid behind them, which is so happens to be silver. You know, same model as C-3PO, but a silver version. Coincidence, isn't it? Well, like I said, I don't believe in coincidences. You know, I think it's whatever it is that's pointing me in the right direction. You know, whoever. You know what I mean? But this is Max signing off, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.